Hello, the Infinite Man is back again at your service. Um, when I always review my segments, just to make sure, what did I talk about and where did I left off. So I know I'm a very confusing human being, and I feel sorry for my child and my husband. No, I'm kidding. It's good to be confused and crazy in this way. Trust me, it's a good crazy. It's ecstasy, which you will experience. I promise you, sooner or later, in this lifetime or next or the one after that. Your path, your journey, your growth is infinite, so you will get to that state of ecstasy. It's beautiful. But then again, I noticed that in those previous segments I mentioned the law of reincarnation, and I said, yeah, I'm going to probably devote a session or two or maybe more about this law, because again, it's an important law. And it needs that much of an expansion of the subject. But yesterday, I said to myself, I don't think so. Actually, I cannot even possibly devote more than one segment in regards to reincarnation, because of two reasons. Number one, you either believe in it or you don't. If you don't, no amount of explanation will do, because you will say, no, there is no way I'm going to believe that I lived this lifetime before and I'm going to keep living it after I die. After I die. Everything ends. Or as you said, if it gets transformed, probably it's going to get transformed into dirt, and then it's going to go into the tree, and so on and so forth. But not for me to come into this world in the form of a human and experience it all over again. So if you are in that category, this segment is not going to gratify you. But maybe after my explanation that I had for myself, I came up for myself, it changes your mind as well. I did not believe in that law for a very long time myself, because to me, it was like you're getting recycled. You're coming in the form of a paper and then aluminum and then glass. And what is the point? Even though I found other points for our existence, this one in particular, I had a hard time understanding. But as I was walking the journey of my life, I came across information as gifts that always comes to me. Everything to me is gifts from the universe, and I'm receptive to it. So it came my way, and I realized that, this is what they mean by reincarnation, or I call it the law of reincarnation. And that is, it's not that you get recycled from only the human form into another. Number one, your transformation in a form of reincarnation in this game, remember the game that we keep repeating, could be in a form of natural, like tree or something, or animals, or humans. And that transformation has a lot to do with how you finish or ended your growth in the previous life. And therefore, that's where the law of karma comes in. The law of balance comes in. Why? Because it's not that every life that we get as a gift in a human form, has a higher level than the previous one. No, there is no higher or lower. We are talking about learning and learning and learning. If we did not learn everything that we were supposed to learn, and I will tell you how we can start that learning from first grade to the graduation, but that is for future sessions. And we may have done really terrible thoughts and terrible deeds and words, and caused a lot of pain and suffering, obviously for ourselves, and the energy that we express to our surroundings, to our other people, to human, to nature, to animals. And in other words, we go a step back, and life gives us another chance to grow and evolve. And this step back can be even in a different form, which some Buddhists believe that we can come back in the form of an animal and suffer, or have to go back. Remember that snake and the ladder that I showed you? Go back few steps and start all over again in order to evolve and grow and get absolutely in touch and close to our loving nature, and respecting and understanding as much as we can, and as much as our Creator wants us to understand, the relationship and the existence in a bigger picture. So the law of incarnation says, again, you are not necessarily keep coming in the form of a human being. And also the law of incarnation, the reason you're coming back, or again, you're getting recycled, because you did not get to the point of enlightenment. So therefore, you are not leaving this dimension and moving into another. You have to keep repeating this till you get it. Wholeheartedly, completely, from A to Z. Anything short than that, you're here. Even when your physical aspects die and gets dissolved, you're here. And another thing right next to that made me a true believer in the law of incarnation, is that when we get to that point of enlightenment, that we should have as the prize the golden ball or whatever, the best of the best. When we get there, we do not get reincarnated in the earthly womb. We get reincarnated in the universe womb. Just think about it for a second. That's huge. That's great. It says when we get to the point of total enlightenment, meaning that's it, we are done. We know as much as we are supposed to in this lifetime. We got all A pluses in our records. Our life from the minute we woke up to the minute we went to sleep was perfect. Every step was compassionate, loving, peaceful, joyful, with utmost understanding. At that point, you don't get reincarnated into this game again. The game of snake and the ladders. Ladders going up, snakes coming down, highs and lows. You get born into, or in my opinion, move into the womb of the universe, meaning another dimension. And that was the time that I understood that yes, that is the case, and this reincarnation does exists and is at work, and I'm going to put it under the umbrella of the universal laws. Basically, I have no more explanation for it, but if I come up with more, I will most definitely share it with you. And if you have something to share with us, please do so in regards to the law of reincarnation. And because of that, I close the chapter on going through the laws that this humble servant came up with and shared with you. Thank you for watching. Namaste.